It is February 2nd, 2024. This time I said the date right, which is great because I think I messed it up last week. At least I had the year wrong, which is kind of embarrassing. What's been going on? So I start on my new team on Monday, so I'm very excited for that. I have my on-call day off today, so I'm off work right now, which is nice. So I've got a long weekend before I start, but very excited. I've been on some design meetings for stuff that they're going to be building, and I got a lot to learn. So I'm really excited for that. The team seems awesome, but yeah, it was really hard to say bye. So it's been challenging, but I'll still be in touch with people, so I got to remember that. So it's not like you say bye and you're never going to see these people or talk to them again. So just really excited to kind of start this next step. So, for a little bit of context too, I don't know if I've shared, I've kind of talked to my team about this that was interested in asking more details and stuff. So I'll kind of share it here too. But this is not something I was actively looking for. The opportunity kind of came up. But in terms of career growth, this seemed like something that would be, to be totally honest, it would be stupid for me to say no or to ignore it. So I have more visibility. I'm working on more forward looking things, newer technology. I have fewer, and when I say visibility, this next part, like I have fewer steps to more senior leadership in between me, which shouldn't, in theory, be an issue or a challenge. But the reality is, and this, the more that I'm at a big tech company, the more I realize this, the more steps in between, the less visibility you have. It's just the reality. Even with a good manager, so I'd have no issues with my previous manager. Even with a good manager, every level of indirection is one level of less visibility of the impact that you do. So I feel like this is just going to be a way better overall opportunity. So I'll share more updates and stuff as I learn more about the team and kind of how that journey is going. But I'm very excited for it. Meal coach stuff. I was supposed to have this meeting last week. Uh, Turns out the individual notifications they ended up missing, so really unfortunate. But they reached out, and it's been this kind of thing happened with this individual before, and I don't mean this in a negative way. This is actually a very positive thing because we were chatting before and on LinkedIn, and they had basically, like, the conversation died, and after I think a couple of months they reached back out and they said, "Hey, so sorry, I still want to follow up on this." Like, they are interested, which is cool, and maybe not interested in exactly what we have, but they're interested in talking about what could be. And the same thing when they things happen. I get it. They had missed the call and they reached out, apologized, and said, like, I still want to do it though. Like, they're not avoiding me. It's accidental. So when people do this kind of thing and say, like, no, like, I still want to, um, it just reinforces the idea to me that, like, there's interest. So excited about that. And I'll be meeting with the other engineer from that I'm working with. I mean, there's a couple of us now, but it's just been slow. The two guys we tried to onboard, I think they got some life stuff going on, which is normal. Like, we're all in this kind of situation. We got life stuff going on, so no issue there. But I haven't talked to one of the engineers in a little bit, so we're catching up tonight. I think we're going to change our check-in process because the way that it has worked historically is that there's no coach involved. So when you check in, Meal Coach itself makes adjustments for you, and with a coach, we want to allow the coach to give you updates and changes. So I'll be doing that. But I think that's probably it. It's been pretty quiet otherwise, so I might want to, when I talk to the other engineers tonight, we'll see if we can come up with something to maybe kind of kickstart some interactions there. But yeah, overall, nothing else to really add there. Dev leader stuff. I mean, it's been an exciting year so far. So I literally, what, maybe 35 minutes or so ago, got off a podcast, which is really cool, with someone from the Ukraine. So they did a little interview with me about engineering management. So I think they said on their last episode they had 10,000 views, which is pretty cool. So that's exciting. I have two courses that I'm doing for Dome Train right now. Um, I am spending this weekend doing a lot of editing and recording. I'm really excited about these. I can't overstate that. Can't under I don't know words. I'm excited, and I really want to get these out to you guys because it's going to be really cool. So I've got a lot of work ahead of me though. What else is going on? I have hired someone, a contractor, I guess, to help with my social media. So, and it's really cool because there's a challenge with social media and that you cannot just publish content. On some platforms, it literally does not work. And if you're not engaging routinely, you will get no impressions. It doesn't matter how good your content is, unless you're like a celebrity, which I'm not. And if you ever want to try and have any type of following, you need to be engaging with other people. And the problem is that I'm active on so many platforms that it's impossible for me to engage with everyone on every platform. Um, and I don't just mean people interacting with my content. That's a lot easier to manage. I mean going out of your way to go interact with people. And there's a lot of creators that I really value the content they're putting out, but the problem is that like it's one thing for me to consume their content or have side chats with them and we chat and it's, have these interactions, but you need to be like regularly going on social media, going through these, people that you're close with, liking, commenting, sharing every single day. They're online at different times on different platforms like Twitter, LinkedIn, Facebook. Like it's too much. It's just too much time. So, um, but it's the only way that you grow on these platforms. So I've hired someone to help with that. And it sounds like, oh, well, then what? It's all going to be fake. And the answer is no. And that's why this is cool because for the really basic interactions, like resharing things, liking comments and stuff, they can handle it. We have conversations about what sorts of things, so it's aligned to what I'm interested in. And then she sends me basically a summary of go interact with these things. Like she basically takes the scroll, it sounds kind of ridiculous. She takes the work of me scrolling and having to explore because I don't want to be trapped on social media. I hate it. It's so time consuming. So she gives me a curated list of go interact with these things. And then I do. And it's awesome. So this is day 2 of it, and it's so worth it that I already at the end of this month I want to ask her if she can help on more platforms. Um, so really excited about that. It's just going to free up so much more time. I can't explain how valuable that is. So that's really cool. What else is going on? Because there's a lot. I'm experimenting with something. I want to run ads. I haven't run ads in like 10 years. I tried running ads a long time ago and I didn't even have anything to sell. I just wanted to drive traffic to my site and I wanted to see like what running Google ads was like because I've never done it. And it was a waste of money for sure because like I said, I wasn't selling anything. Now I do have courses for sale and right now I only have the refactoring one, but I have these 2 others that are coming up. But I have a phone call later today with an ad agency that they manage for your ads for you, and I'm going to get them to try running some ads for my refactoring course. They have like their cost I think is covered if they don't sell 50 units in a month. Their cost gets refunded and you get to keep all the material and stuff. Now, what's probably not refunded is my ad spend that I have to put into Google or Facebook or whatever it's going to happen to be. So it's probably going to cost me about $1,000. But if I can sell 50 courses like they're saying, because that's what their target is, it would pay for it. And then it's basically like, how can I repeat that? And how can I do it with the other courses? So I'm excited to see how that goes. I don't have really any expectations, but I have to start thinking about some aspects of this like a business. And if I can invest in advertising and it has a positive return, then I should be doing that. It makes sense to do it. And especially if I can pay an agency to do it and not waste my time, that's cool. But I think what they promise is like they guarantee 50 or you get a refund, but it's only the first month. So if this works and I want them to do it again, then the cost goes up because it's very discounted. Now, if it works and it's something that I can just repeat because it's not worth it for me to pay them because it's so much money, and say they sell 50 and selling 50 of these for a second month isn't going to cover their cost, then like I can't pay them, right? But if I have more courses and we can prove it, then it's something I can try to scale up. So that's interesting. Excited for that. I am going to change my newsletter format up because I was talking with people in the Discord community about this. It takes me like 6 hours to put a newsletter together. It's nuts. Um, I've also had feedback from people that like no one reads long articles, and I don't know. They have experience doing this, so I feel like who am I to question it? But um, I part of me is bothered because I see a lot of people that are putting out content that's so lightweight and fluffy that I get when you put out content that's like people are sharing and stuff, it's hard to not ride the wave. But man, some of the stuff that goes out, I just feel like what value are you actually offering anyone? And it bothers me because I don't want to fall into this camp of like, sure, you have a following, but like what you copied and pasted the MSDN documentation, like it just feels like garbage. So I don't want to fall into that trap, and it's hard because I want to be able to make sure that I can grow the audience. So I'm going to take a different approach for newsletters for a bit and see how it works. I'm still going to do an early access video. I'm going to write an exclusive article. It's going to have pictures and code, and I'm going to share links to social media stuff that was posted. Cutting out the quote article, it's a lot of work. I'll probably still do that and just have it separate. So I'll do that. And in fact, I should do that and dedicate it on my own blog. And then I have an extra blog post per week that goes up that's like on soft skills or non technical parts of engineering. So I'll do that. The coding challenge, I'm going to move that to the Discord community because this ties into the next part that's really freaking cool. Um, the company that I use to do my giveaway for the rider license or the dot ultimate license, which by the way was an awesome giveaway. I think that worked really well. The company has a different variation that they're betaing, and instead of doing a one-time giveaway, you basically allow people to build up loyalty points. And how that you give away loyalty points can look very different, which is cool because in my Discord community, what I'm going to be able to do is offer up coding challenge opportunities where people can submit their coding challenges, and just by participating, they can have more entries into giveaways. And then I can give away things like digital products. They can get entries into when I'm doing book giveaways and more dot ultimate license giveaways. So I am really pumped about this because that's going to help drive community engagement. And I think that's going to be awesome to have some things that people can work on and learn and grow. So the community has been really cool. It's been really encouraging to see other people that are new and also jumping in to try and help. There's a couple people talking about building stuff together. It just that's awesome. Like that's what I want. So excited about that. Maybe that's it. I feel like there's something else big that I'm missing because I've been pretty pumped. Got new lights behind me. Uh, I'm excited about that. So that's cool. The other ones were kind of just annoying. They're little spotlights, but they're battery powered and like I can recharge them with USB cables and stuff. But I like them, but I just don't like dealing with like this extra overhead of periodically taking them down to recharge them and stuff. And now I just mostly hit a wire, and it's the same light company that I have, a Govee, I guess, for the lights that are in the corners, lights behind my monitors and stuff. So I can just control it from my phone and get some extra splash on the wall. So that's cool. Uh, I think that might be it though. So I might wrap it up. We're already like 15 minutes here. So thanks so much for all your support. I'm very, this year's exciting already. So I'm excited to see what else is coming. And yeah, I appreciate the support. So thanks for being here. And I hope you're finding everything valuable. So take care and I'll see you next week.